So this one is for knitters because no one else will understand me spending money for something like this. Keep on watching. Hello everyone, and today something different. Today it's books that I have in regards to knitting, and this time, to be honest, it's more like a magazine. More about books. Well, I showed you already that I own one book. Well, in English, and the one that I would kinda, with a pure heart, recommend to buy. I got some others that it's not worth to mention. I felt an urge to go to Eason's. If you know what Eason's are, well, you know what I'm talking about. If not, it's like a shop that you can buy magazines, books, office supplies, greeting cards, and so on and so on. So today I want to present you my first magazine, and I think it was a quite good pick. I ended up in Eason's, and I was happily surprised that you can actually find a few knitting magazines. I think at least 5, if I'm right. I want to say 6, but I'm kinda not really. 4, I think 5 at least. So I could browse through some of them, and some of them had an extra gifts. And those that are extra gifts, you know, as you know, you can't look through it. I don't have a system to even have a peek. So I picked the one that had this lovely knitting notebook, because I figure out, well, if I have to pay, let's pay for at least 2 things. So let's start with this, because basically this is the first thing I went through, and I kind of like it. The only thing over here that I probably won't use is this. You can tell me what's that about. Well, basically, think harder. No, it's basically you meant to draw something on the top of that lovely lady, guy, a baby, or teenager, and that's, I don't know, influence you to create something nice. Well, I'm crap in that. I can't draw. Well, not from the perspective that you will enjoy it. So, but what's good in it? Okay, let's focus on that, and that's going to stick into your mind. You have standard sizes, jumper shapes. You can write your own measurements, or a member of your family. 30 members. Big family. Next, you can take what needles you have, explains a bit about the weight of the yarn, which probably I'll be studying that. And how much yarn you need for an adult kid for sleeved jumper. My stash, I don't think I have to explain that. And the part that I like, plan your knitting project. I'll probably use that for something. Well, I have something in mind to use that. That's why I bought it. Then, other thing, you have knitting charities. Well, knit for charities. I haven't read that, and I haven't went through it, but I'm very interested. What's that about? And the last but not least, some notes. So that's that. The main thing. A magazine. Well, this is the first issue, I presume, for 2016. Is it 2016? 2016? And the first thing that comes to your mind, it's Valentine's Day. That's that. So, if you haven't thought about it, start knitting for Valentine's. Obviously, I had to already break it. Yeah. If you've seen this sweater somewhere, let me know, especially a pattern ASAP. Please. I like that. So we have here this sweater. This sweater. This pink one. Sock pattern. Heart keyring. Kissogram. Ooh. The one that I'm interested in. My favorite one from the whole thing. Yeah. Mittens. Poncho. Ooh. Another one that I really like. But as you probably know at this stage, cables is the goal for 2016. Tell me, do you think I would manage? Oi. Then we have something for kids. Ooh, for babies. Yay. But the two best parts that I like, I want to see more, sock yarn. Well. Anyway, we have few yarns over here. We have 6 sock yarns that are kind of described over here. And the one that I really like is Regina Perfect. Pair of socks, so perfect. Why? Because you've probably seen it, is the yarn with the yellow bit. So you can knit the sock the same way. I would just love to get my needles on them, my hands on them. My needles on them. There is a link over here to the website, which is called makeitcoats.com. But I'm just kind of, is that a shop where you can buy it? In a small island, the one that I live, far away from the best shops ever. Hard to get anything over here. Ireland, people. Ireland is an island, but it's also a country. Cool. And then we have sock blockers. And I really need one. 5 examples, and there give you prices and links to websites where to get them. So for instance, the metal ones, they cost £18 because, let's face it, we don't have Irish knitting magazine. We don't have Irish knitting magazine, do we? And this is UK, so everything is from UK. That's basically it. Well, you have a few articles that I haven't read yet, and loads of ads and loads of things that you can go and browse through online, which I probably maybe did 1/5 of it, but enjoy it. Well, I want to share that with you. I hope you may have opportunity to buy something like that. If you don't, at least you have a sneak peek what we have over here in islands, on islands, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. If you're a beginner knitter, like I would classify myself-ish, well, a frozen period making hats, headbands, a bit of socks, but not on the small needles. This is how I would describe my past, yes. Right, I hope you enjoyed this one in regards to hats, why I have it in my hand, because we are in my knitting cave, which means it's cold and it's the only place where I store my yarn and knitting, craft related things. That's why I had. And basically I made it. Link over here. It's on old channel mine, so enjoy. And let me repeat myself, and that's that. So I hope you enjoy this one. Share any magazines that you have or you would think that I will have an easy access to put my hands on them. And till the next one, I hope to see you on Ravelry, Instagram. I'm here, so bye! I casted on 52 stitches and I was going down. So top, down, sock.